Bonjour! Welcome to another weekly haul of back issues. And DC and Marvel this week. I'm going to go through in a strange fit of organisation that I don't normally have. I'm going to start in the 60s with some Avengers, and we're going to end up right more or less right up to modern day. I'm just going to work my way through comic book history with this little lot, supplied by the first lot supplied by Jamie with his faithful assistant Lizzie over at New Dawn Comics in Rayleigh, Essex, and served in her brand new jacket. And it was awesome, Lizzie, wasn't it? Hope you're still wearing it with pride. And we've also promised each other to show off our tartan miniskirts for Jamie's entertainment at a later date. Anyway, little personal joke. How you doing, guys? Let's get straight into it. This little beauty, not in the best condition, but you see, when you get down into these issues, you can either spend a gazillion quid or not. An issue where they swap over the Avengers. A few of the regular teams say, no, we've had enough, which in the early days, there was quite a lot of that. No, we've had enough. So Hawkeye, Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch join, etc., etc. This one in a lot better condition, but the first swordsman, who, wasn't one of the bestest characters in the whole wide world, but I think he was resurrected for the Hawkeye series in TV form. I think. Did I dream that? Let me know in the comments if I dreamed that or not. I think they had a guy, and he even had a twirl. Did he still even have a twirly moustache, the swordsman? He was someone's dad. Anyway, I barely watched it once, so forgive me. So yes, from the 60s into the 80s, more of these Marvel team-ups. Don't worry, I've worked my way through. I think next week will be the last, but these are still so much fun. But we're getting to the end now of where they were. I mean, look at that. What a team-up. They are so much fun. But after 100, they do start getting iffier and iffier and iffier in the team-ups. They get preposterous. And I don't know. I don't know why I said that as the word preposterous come out to describe some of those early issues. I don't know why. Anyway, these are still a lot of fun. I really enjoy them. Perhaps what I'm trying to get at is they started taking themselves too seriously, maybe. I don't know why. Oh, these are in. Sorry, guys. These are in descending order. So they was the. And then we get into the. I don't know why I've left them like that. Because I just looked at that and thought, oh yeah, these are. Why do they have Guardians of the Galaxy with the original ones and over it? Yeah. So I'm going back. I mean, look at this. Look, Spider-Man and Red Sonja. What you've got to do to get Spider-Man or either Red Sonja to travel through time or Spider-Man to travel back, and also into another dimension. I'm assuming, unless they're placing Red Sonja in human history now. Anyway. It's Marvel history and it's awesome. And the not ready for prime time players team up. Wow. And I've got to admit, I've never ever seen this comic before in my life. Until I picked it up this weekend, I'd never ever seen that before. John Belushi, Dan Aykroyd, it's all the Saturday Night Live guests. Some reason. So I don't know if you've ever seen that before, guys, but I hadn't. I literally hadn't. And then we've got the more traditional ones, Spider-Man and Falcon, but nevertheless, they're still, Spider-Man and Iron Man. They're still quite traditional ones here. We've got all the mans. We've got Spider-Man, we've got Daredevil, now we've got Power Man. It's just Doctor Strange. And I really do enjoy these. But I mean, this numbering's all over the place. I do apologise, but anyway, it's only back issues, isn't it? I'm pretty sure none of you are keeping a track of the numbering, are you? Let me know in the comments if you are. And my apologies extended to you. Spider-Man and Wonder Man in the claws of the Griffin. Wow. It's great stuff. Oh, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange and Clear. And the modern, just quickly, in the modern comics, their relationship has been brought back, because I think for a little while they did ignore it. And the current writer on it, I think it's Jed MacKay. Could be wrong. Apologies if I am. I think it's Jed MacKay. He's nailing it with the relationship between Doctor Strange and Clea. Just a little aside there. Satana, another one where you wonder how they. Oh no, I'm thinking of Satana from the DC one. Yeah, again, probably definite. Yeah, Satana and Black Widow, more traditional fare, but still. Well, as you can imagine, I do find it fun. Otherwise, we wouldn't be buying so many every week, and more or less we'll have the entire run. So, moving from the 80s, I don't know where we are now. Oh, we're still in the 80s. I thought these were more, or are they more 70s? Yeah, they were 70s. I think it's because I went backwards. Anyway, I thought I had it organised 60s, 70s, 80s, yeah. Anyway. These are from these next two lots, including some DC. When we get back onto the modern age, from Paul, that Comics and Fantasy, Hornchurch, also in Essex. How we doing, Paul? Who I don't think we had any sartorial conversations. No, I think we just spoke about comics. Anyway, it doesn't make my experience any less enjoyable, does it, Paul? We always have a laugh. Just not about, well, we laugh at each other's clothing, but not, yeah, maybe. Anyway, I digress. Paul served me up, as always, a nice deal on some Iron Man. Just a run that, again, it isn't £1 million, but it's getting them. It's just finding them. And again, it's just, I don't know, I think this was a decent era of Iron Man. For me, this is where Iron Man become the Tony Stark we know in the films. That film Tony Stark, I think, begun here in this era with Bob Layton on the art and I think it was David Michelin on the right, and I could be wrong about it all today. I don't know. Obviously, I haven't had enough coffee today. Barry Windsor Smith, look how it just jumps up a notch. I think he just did 2 or 3 issues. I think it was 2 issues. This is one of them. And you can just tell why they, why he is one of the best comic book artists of all time. As soon as he turned up, it's like, woof, it elevates everything. And then just back to the normal, which were also good. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying all these were crap, because I really did enjoy this. Like I say, this is the modern iteration. Iron Man's new armour, whatever. Don't ask me what number the art of this armour is. They even changed the what's it on there, didn't they? From that to signify the new armour. But don't ask me what number of like armour 2.124, whatever it is, 5th set of armour. I don't know what they call them now. So yeah, Stingray. I can't remember that. Can't remember ever reading it. I'm not sure if I was the most avid reader of Iron Man, but I would have picked it up. Well, certainly the Barry Windsor Smith issues. There we go. In that new armour, I don't think it lasted very long. I don't think it was the most popular. What's it? And on to Action Comics. Now, I've just recently started picking up a bit of DC, as anyone who's followed my channels is becoming aware of. And I've got to say, the run, Paul, what he's done is he's gone back to the number where Johnson took over. Is it Daniel Warren Johnson? I was just trying to brush. Don't know if you can see that on the logo. I was just trying to brush them off. Those such good old bits over the logo. Just went to do that. So anyway, full points for them. I mean, lovely cover artwork and a great story inside. A great, I say great story, great stories inside. And a couple of people had recommended this to me, this modern run of Action Comics, and I've got to say, yeah, it's very, very good. It is Daniel Warren. I've got to open it because you know what I'm not. You know what I am like with names. Philip Kennedy Johnson. See, and is he not? He's the guy who's on the Hulk at the moment, I think. Oh, here we go. I shouldn't really be thinking out loud, should I? I should be researching my videos. But these covers are stonking, I've got to say. They really are. And the ones I've read so far, because what I've done is I've got the modern, like the right up-to-date action, the Bizarro storyline. If you aren't watching my new comic reviews, it's the Bizarro. And if you aren't, why? Links everywhere. I'm only joking, guys. Watch what you want. Just think they're great covers. Good old. Can't wait to get into this one. John Constantine and Superman. I can't wait. Very intrigued. That's just as bad as some of those Marvel team-ups. How the hell they've done that, I do not know, and how they're going to make that work. Them two crossing their paths. And the last one for this week, guys, didn't pick up 150 like I did last week. That was a little blowout, weren't it? So no, just the 60 or 70 this week, wherever it is, and there's the annual. And again, I just like the way they're handling the storylines. DC are doing a good job with Superman. They're doing a good job with that. And I will leave it there for you all. As the actress said to the bishop, a little bit of a quickie, but sometimes that's life, isn't it? So if you are one of my sexy subscribers, let me just say how much I love you. If you are commenting, liking, watching, that's the most important bit, watching. Love you all as well. If you want to give me a little thumbs up and the comments, and the subscription is the top of the tree, obviously. It really does help us guys at the bottom with the dreaded YouTube algorithm. Don't know now I've said that, whether the algorithm will pick that up and then maybe scrutinise. Anyway, I'm really digressing today. Until next time, I will bid you all adios.